Radio. All right, yo. We back. We goofing around, talking about this suspect area that we're in right now.
Talking a little shit. You know they got the fire marshals out this motherfucker.
We're in Clayton County, so
Smokey the
if
Bear.
you're from Atlanta, you know what time it is with that.
Clayco.
Anyway, we back. We got another special guest. Go ahead and introduce yourself.
Mr. Cozyfr. That's Cozyfr on Instagram. You can find me on all that. On Twitter, I'm at Cozy Who. It's Cozy Who. Like, who the fuck is this nigga? You know what I'm saying? Appreciate y'all for having me. Say the plug. Shout out College Trap Production. Shout out TKN. Shout out Boone the Kid at the DJ. And shout out everybody who came out. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, definitely. So, get into it. Normally, we start out with the city, of course, Atlanta. I try to represent Atlanta to the fullest.
To the fullest.
A Grady baby. And as a creative, as an artist, as somebody that's in the heart of music, how did you find your independence and separate yourself and try to hone yourself? Because I was just talking to a few other creators like us, and for some reason it's a lot of us, but we don't have a problem sticking out. So how did you find your lane?
I think the thing is with all the real creators and people who really into their craft, they cultivate off stuff that they really been through. So
exactly,
the way to be unique is to live your life, you feel me, and talk about your experiences and stuff you really been through. And that go for anything, like not even just music. That's just like podcasting, networking, broadcasting, like at sports and shit. Like your personality always got to match what you've been through, and you got to be a reflection of your past and everything that you done been through to get to where you at. So you got to be able to show where you at now versus where you been. You feel me? And I think when people do that, everybody gonna always be unique. Like, it's so many artists here now, and everybody sound different because everybody in their own lane. Ain't nobody trying to be nobody they ain't be.
And that's something that's hard to keep going in a city where it's popping. People want to see things that's popping. People want to do. People want to be a part of.
That's a big
so
fact.
it's. I've seen people totally copy my stuff, and just as an individual, it's like, how could you do that? Like, how could you? Where's your uniqueness in yourself?
The thing about people stealing and shit and biting styles, people like that never gonna prosper.
Yeah.
Cause you can never, when you stealing other people's style and biting off their craft, it's never gonna feel like yours. So the audience ain't gonna feel your shit. You feel me? Like when you can feel it, so they gonna feel it. Like, before you know you gonna have a hit song, you ain't gotta ask nobody.
Right.
Because
exactly. You should feel it. You should feel it
that
in your
shit
bones.
because it's yours.
Exactly,
you feel me?
yeah.
And if it ain't yours, you never gonna get that feeling.
I feel like a lot of that, sometimes that comes from a lot of insecurity. I've noticed that a lot of people don't come from just people coming to Atlanta in general. Don't come from a good support. They don't come from a good support system. So when they see people supporting, for people from Atlanta or people from the South in general, we're used to that because we're used to having cousins and aunties and uncles and being
all
very
that, the
close.
graduations and shit.
Exactly.
Everybody overclapping. And I even just then when I was performing, I just met all these dudes like recently, like just on the show type shit, and we've been in the group chat chatting and shit. But you know, it's always a different energy when you in person and in the group chat. But these guys got the same energy. Like on my performance, they came to the stage, they rocked out with me. I'm like, damn, for real, y'all fought with me like this? They came out and rocked out. So it's just about spreading love and positivity to everybody, so that shit can be reciprocated to you. You feel me? And I think in Atlanta, we got a lot of that going on. It'd be a lot of hater shit going on in Atlanta too, but I think the majority of people in Atlanta is really gonna fuck with each other because a lot of people in Atlanta came from the same type of struggle, so we can all sympathize with each other and shit.
Exactly. So when you get into your music and you get into your vibe, and what is some of the elements that you keep around you? Because as a creative, your surroundings matter. Sometimes we absorb the bullshit. Sometimes, how do you filter and how do you put yourself in a mindset to create and put out the best thing possible?
For one, you gotta hang around people who just as motivated to be great as you. Like, you can't be hanging around people who really just hanging around. Like, you gotta hang around with people who trying to go up. You feel me? And when you surround yourself with, like, I know a couple of guys like AM and Vaughn, and I knew them like for sure. Like we got a couple songs together type shit. So every time I'm around them, every time Trav hit me on the phone, this nigga giving me verses over the phone. Like every time he called me, you know, it's people like that. You keep people like that in your corner and keep them pushing you and motivating you. That shit keep you going. Cause it's like, damn, you called me with a verse.
Exactly.
Let me get on my pen. Let me get on my pen. Hold on.
It's a good, positive competition. I think somebody was talking to me about that earlier, about is competition healthy or something like that.
It is, bro. It is.
It's needed.
Bro, I tell niggas every time I'm finna get a feature on them, I'm going to kill you on this song. Not like I don't like you or nothing, but my verse is gonna be better than yours, and I want you to try to make your verse better than mine. So that shit can be as hard as possible. Like we don't fuck with each other, but we fuck with each other. Like my pen better than yours when we on a song together. That's
because I want elite. I want the elite status.
Yes.
A lot of people don't understand there is always a hierarchy, regardless of if you want to participate in it or you want to get left behind in it.
Because the audience creates it. We don't create it.
People are gonna judge you.
Facts.
So if you want to be elite, separate yourself to be elite. That's something that I try to remind myself that, all right, I have a lot of tools in my bag. Let me make sure that I'm the sharpest tool. Whichever tool is needed, it needs to be sharp.
If you got to be a Swiss Army knife, you got to do it. You got to. That's another thing. You got to be adaptive. You got to be able to like go into any setting and be you, but still be able to maneuver around just a conversation, a networking, a vendor, a host, a DJ. You got to be able to talk to them, interact, so people not just feeling like you a robot. You feel me? Like I think a lot of people get into the mode where they just got to get this real cool persona. And I'm a cool ass nigga myself. Like my name Cozy. You feel me? All I do is chill, but at the same time, you got to be able to get out your comfort zone and really interact with people, so people fuck with you for real. Like, and I don't know. Oh, I seen this nigga at a show. Let me fuck with him, I guess. Nah, get in their face. Like I fuck with you. Like you feel me? I think that's what a lot of people be missing.
That's a fact. So we're going to go ahead and wrap it up because he's dropping way too much knowledge. People being way too rude. So we're going to go ahead and wrap it up. I appreciate the knowledge. Go ahead and let the people know where you can be at.
Again, y'all can find me on Instagram at Cozyfr. That's COZYFR. On Twitter at Cozywho. Like, who the fuck is this nigga? And on all major streaming platforms, I think Apple Music is Cozy, and on Spotify it's Cozy for real. I don't know why they switched it up on me like that, but you know how it be. Y'all can find me there. Appreciate Zeta Plug for having me. College Trap Productions, Boone the Kid in there DJing, all the other artists again. Shout out TKN, True Kings Nation. Much love to everybody out here, and we gonna vibe out.
All right, we out.